You're listening to The Coffee Hour. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Gulseth.
Each year, Lutheran Elementary School Association has an annual event, and part of that event, Cooking for Kids, is issuing an award, the Student Christian Leader Award. And this year's recipient is Anna Spelbring from Zion Lutheran School in Belleville, Illinois. We're going to learn more about her. We get a chance to meet her in just a little bit, learn more about her experience at Zion in Belleville. Thanks to Concordia University, Wisconsin for supporting the Coffee Hour. Find out more about Concordia University, Wisconsin at cuw.edu.
Live uncommon.
Joining us today, Anna Spelbring. She's the Lutheran Elementary School Association Student Christian Leader Award recipient for 2021. Anna, thanks so much for being our guest on the Coffee Hour.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, guys.
And congratulations on your award this year. I'm sure it's quite an honor, and we are just honored to get to talk with you this morning and learn more about your experience as a student at a Lutheran school here in the St. Louis area. So tell us about your school, Zion Lutheran School in Belleville, Illinois.
I was just talking about this with one of my other teachers, but something that's stand out to me, I know we just moved here 6 years ago from California, and this school, I love it so much. And I think main reasons why are my teachers and my friends. My teachers, they just each have their own character and personality that make it so fun. I am not a girl who loves history and math, but the teachers, they just make it very enjoyable. I've built a lot of friends here, and yeah, it's just a place to be yourself, and you don't feel pressured to, be anybody that you're not. It's just really awesome, and you build awesome relationships here.
Tell us more about your teachers and your classmates, those relationships that you've been able to build in school, and how they encourage you daily in your faith walk with Jesus.
Well, yeah. So as I said, I feel free to be myself around them. And I think that's very important, that I'm not just trying to, cover up who I am. And they're all Christian. They all love Jesus, and they're great influences and role models to have in my life. Just praying, be able to pray with you, specifically, and, teachers, instead of just talking to your class as a whole, they'll talk to you, and they just make it a really special experience.
You mentioned that they all believe in Jesus. When do you get to learn about Jesus at Zion Lutheran School?
Yeah, so every morning we start out with religion class, which is my favorite class. And then on Thursdays we'll have chapel, and that varies on what grade you're in, what day you have it. But chapel is usually led by our two pastors or DCEs. And that's just mainly our Jesus time. And then occasionally we'll pray throughout the day, before lunch, just whenever we need some prayer. So I think, it's really awesome.
So you've mentioned you love religion class, and you're not such a big fan of history and math. What else do you love about this school day at Zion Belleville?
Well, I have been able this year, I am the vice president of our student council, and we just finished in the month of March. We did a food drive for our local food pantry. And one of the main things that I love about the position of vice president is that, especially during the month of March, like I said, we got to go around and visit all the classes and see all the kids throughout the month. And it's really awesome. I get to be a role model and an influence for others. I got to see the kids. They built relationships with me. Some of them, walking down the hallway, these first and kindergartners that I don't really see usually are learning my name and just saying hi. And I think that's really awesome about our school, our student council. I love it. Stuff like that.
So what do you do when you're not at school? What are some other things that you enjoy doing, Anna?
Well, I was in basketball. Unfortunately, we don't have it this year with COVID, but I was in basketball. I forgot how much I love that sport because we haven't been able to play it in so long. But yes, I played on the basketball team. I love the basketball team. All these memories are coming back now. But I love all the girls on the team. We're able to just be silly with each other, play for fun, even though we weren't the best team. We mainly played for fun, and we just supported each other. Besides that, our church, Zion Lutheran church. I just attend there. My dad is the pastor, so I'm a pastor's kid. And those are other things outside of the school.
So you also started a nonprofit, Anna Bakes. Tell us about the history of this. What inspired you to create this nonprofit?
Yeah, so it's actually kind of funny. We were at a concert, me, my dad, and my sister, and my mom. We were at a concert, it's a Christian concert, and there was a speaker that came in halfway, and he talked about World Vision, supporting World Vision, and how it had really impacted he and his wife's life. It kind of inspired me, even though at that time I think I was only 10 or 11. But it was just really cool. And so at the end, you could go to the back, and there were these tables with papers on them of all these different kids that you could sponsor. And my sister pointed out this one really cute little boy. His name is Marvin Alexander. And me and my sister we were very little. I know that's only like 3 years ago, but we were still very little. And we didn't have an income. We couldn't figure out how to, because it's $40 a month to pay for the sponsorship. So we couldn't figure out how to be able to do that, especially with our parents, because they weren't, they were super inspired, but they weren't looking to pay $40 a month. So we were trying to figure out kind of how to manage that. And my favorite thing in the world to do is bake. I've been learning over the years. And so we kind of figured that maybe that's something I could do, sell to our local friends, our church and school family. They're very supportive of me. So that is kind of what we came up with. So I now bake for Marvin Alexander. I got him when we started sponsoring him when he was about 1, and now he is 4 years old. So it's been a couple of years, and it's just been a great experience.
Tell us more about who benefits from your nonprofit and those you support through your baking, and why it's so important to you to serve your neighbors in this way.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. So the $40 a month sponsorship that I mentioned, that goes to Marvin Alexander and his family personally, but I've also been able to get different things. So, okay, here's an example. In the month for December, for Christmas, I was able to buy some cattle, COVID emergency packs, and other things like that would help support not only him, but his community. So I've been able to help other kids that Marvin might be friends with, or, so that's who it's really benefiting. And I think I would say that I feel like this is kind of my calling. I'm not looking to baking full time, but I'm so glad that, God put me in this place. It helps me be the Christian leader that I am today, I think. And I'm just so glad that I'm able to help them.
So what are the things that you love to bake? Talk a little bit more about what you love about baking and what you actually get to create and produce for people.
Oh, yes. Well, I have a sweet tooth. Oh my goodness, chocolate is like my favorite thing in the world. But some things that I think are my specialties would have to be snickerdoodles, which my mom says that there's a special way I bake them that's like no other, and coconut macarons dipped in chocolate. So they're just, oh my goodness. I sell them, like I said, to my church and school family, and they all love them so much. I usually do monthly sales for Marvin, and yeah, those would probably be my specialties, even though I try to bake, different things, not just the same thing every time.
It sounds like you stay very busy between school and I know during regular years when you get to play basketball and your nonprofit, serving your neighbors, and not just serving Marvin, but also all those who love to eat all these things that you're baking as well. What a way to serve your neighbors. Anna, why is it important to you to have your school? Why is it important to have a Lutheran school like Zion Lutheran School Belleville, where you can grow?
Yeah, I think honestly, being here at a Lutheran school, I'm very blessed to be here and have this opportunity. But I think I want to be a director of Christian education, just teaching kids about God. And I think it's, how you change your mind, like when you're younger, you want to be a ballerina, and then it kind of, grows from there.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. So that was always like when I moved here, I was in third grade. So that's kind of where I was headed towards. But being with all these great influences, these followers of Christ, it kind of molded me, I think, to the person that I am today and how I want to help others, just like my teachers and the DCEs, how I would kind of want to be like them and how they've molded me to be the person that I am and to have these inspirations for when I'm older.
What does it mean to you to be selected as the LESA Student Christian Leader Award recipient this year?
Oh, goodness. I was honestly very shocked that I got this award. It's a huge honor and blessing, but it does make me feel good about myself, but it also puts in perspective of I've never really seen myself as a leader. I do have like social anxiety and everything. So giving this award, it kind of shows me that what I'm doing with my baking and how I'm helping out in my community, it's doing something. It's inspiring others. It's helping others. It kind of opened my eyes to how I'm able to do that. And yeah.
Lastly, what do you want other students to gain from, the things what do you want other students to know? Maybe students who are younger than you. You mentioned getting to see and interact with some of the younger students. Mm-hmm. What do you want them to know about the value of a Lutheran school like yours?
Well, I would say big dreams are amazing, but dream small. You just take your passion, whatever you love, and use that to benefit others in your walk with Christ. I never thought that I'd be baking for a little boy across the world, but I am. So with just my baking. So find your passion, whatever you love, and use that to help glorify God in all that you do.
Anna, it is just a joy to get to talk with you today. And I can tell that just from our chat that you're going to continue to go on and do great things. Thanks so much for being our guest on the Coffee Hour today and sharing.
Thank you guys so much. This was awesome.
I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Golseth.